The samba.
So,
Hi everybody, welcome back. It's Catherine again here with another speed build for you. This speed build is another request that I got on my Facebook page. This person was requesting a Realm of Magic cottage where his character could really utilize the features from that game. So this is a request that I took. If you would like for me to do a request for you, please just hop over to my Twitter. You'll find the link for it down in the description because it's a bunch of numbers that are kind of silly. I remember it as it's my name Catherine, except it doesn't have the INE at the end. Instead, it has numbers, which, if memory serves, is hang on, I gotta look at my keyboard for this. It's 136. That's not right. 4938, something like that. I don't know. The point is, it's in the description, and please get it there and message me, and I will see about doing a request for you. So this request, as listed by its name in the gallery, is from a gentleman named Ronnie, and I wanted to do a magical one for him. So part of the key to that was to make sure that there weren't really a lot of straight lines. So I wanted to make a curved walkway for him. And this is a thing that I learned from a Kate Emerald video. Firstly, she does amazing tutorials and you absolutely have to check her out. But in order to do a curved walkway, you need some of those curved fence pieces there, and you like angle them against each other such that they are constantly weaving back and forth and back and forth. And I realized as I was watching the video for this that a lot of the trouble I was having was that I wasn't weaving back and forth actual half circles. I was weaving back and forth half circles that had a little extra on it. So that some of the struggling that I'm doing here, that's why. In any case, so you put down the fencing sort of to mirror both sides of each other, and then you can paint those tiles. So you can paint the ones that are supposed to be in the grass the green, and you can paint the ones that aren't in the other one. Now, keep in mind, because those are rooms, you have to paint the full squares underneath the curve in order to make that actually look like a curve. And that's kind of what I'm doing here. You can see is filling in those spots. And then filling in that grass like we were talking about before. You can't even hardly tell that those are actual rooms. Once you turn your bb.move objects on, after that, you can then place your plants on the green floor, and it acts just like regular grass. So that is a huge tip, and I love making these curved walkways. When Ronnie first made the request, I did not own Realm of Magic, and so I thought I was going to have to do a lot of this in base game, which was fine because many of the same principles apply about finding curves and odd angles not odd angles, but like making it cottage style. That's definitely possible in just base. But Realm of Magic went on sale shortly after that, and it was only $10. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna be about that, and I'm gonna get that. And once I got it, I decided that in order to create a home that would do the Realm of Magic things, I probably needed to understand the Realm of Magic game and what the requirements were on being a spellcaster. And that is the premise of my Realm of Magic Let's Play. Not to self-promote too shamelessly here, but when I was doing this, I decided to play the game first and see what I needed. And I found a lot of really cool things, and I was super excited by some of the things that I found. And so those are in here, like the gardening aspect to make better potions. Like you'll want, like a potato for, I think, the mood stabilizer potion or something. I'm not really sure. I'm still working on potions in my Let's Play. I'm only on like episode 4. I found some dine out symbology that I super loved, and I thought that they looked a lot like symbols or could be magic symbols. but since Ronnie didn't have that game, the Dine Out pack, I didn't want to put it in there in a build that was designed for him. That didn't really feel fair to me. So when my character goes to live in this house, or even when I build my next magic cottage, I'm definitely going to be putting those magic symbols on the walls. So keep a lookout for that. I want to make a whole room that's just filled with, power, so to speak. This is a 1-bedroom cottage and the bathroom is downstairs, and I know that that's not super convenient, especially given that, the upstairs is actually a pretty decent size and we do divide that up. But when I was doing my practice build for this, there was a bathroom downstairs and a bathroom upstairs, and something went wrong when I was doing it live on the recording that it didn't end up like my rough draft. So that's a little unfortunate, but I don't know, I think this turned out really well too. Here's the thing though, I didn't realize that there was, I knew there was only going to be one bathroom when I was decorating this one, but I didn't realize that the consequence of that was that I had to have a shower in this bathroom. So at first I didn't put one, but I do throw it in later, and make sure all the pieces are there once we get that far. I chose a lot of decor that was a little bit darker, a little bit more like earthy tones, something that might fit in a more fey area. I did also create this little kitchen in that space. The Realm of Magic doesn't really require a whole lot of cooking skills at all, so I really just needed to go bare minimum on that, and that largely also helped us to keep the price tag down. So while this is not a starter home, it is pretty darn close, I think, to being affordable for a new player. I love using cabinets, and I know that those cabinets don't really match the countertops because the countertops are Realm of Magic ones, but I still thought that they fit in pretty close because they did well on the coloring. So I'm just kind of going through with making it look like it's Realm of Magic plus the other pieces that we need to be a properly functioning cottage. So like those lights, oh my gosh, I never get to use those little fairy lights right there, and I adore them so much. So I'm super excited that I got to actually put them in a place that made sense finally. Oh my gosh. And that's kind of the other thing about it too, is that I love the whimsy of it all, and just kind of the colorfulness of it and the fantasy element to it. So I really was trying to kind of hit that same idea and keep it really reflective. And I think I did pretty okay when I was doing the landscaping as well, because I put some gems in there. I was trying to go for a good amount of mist in the back end of it. So this house is really going to be doing best in Glimmerbrook, and maybe the one that comes in the outdoor retreat pack, which I don't have. But yeah, and here's the backyard to it. I was putting those crystals in there of some different colors. I don't know what the mystical fountain does, but it definitely does something. So when I got into to do some playing for it, we'll see what we can figure out there. Oh yeah. Okay, so I totally did this roof differently and as I was trying to do the roof, it kept screwing with me. Like that bottom part kept disappearing, or the top part wouldn't curve right, or whatever else. And so I kind of had to redo the roof a few times, and just explore with the oh shoot, I forgot the word. The word windows. Oh my god, you guys, I forgot the word for windows. So yeah, when I finally got the roof to do what I wanted, I now had more of this window space. And I got to use medium-sized walls, you guys. Like, that doesn't happen very often. Medium-sized walls and tall walls are annoying to use greatly, so I always feel like I've got so much extra space, especially in like the kitchen where I just love cabinets, and if the cabinets are too high, Sims can't reach them, but if the cabinets are too low, well, now there's a bunch of extra space above them, and I always think that was really awkward. we're finally moving to the upstairs here, and as I mentioned before, I kind of split this room into two. I made part of it a little bit of a study room and the other part just the home. I was not aware of if Ronnie's sim was a couple or anything like that, but there was no indication of it when I had asked for specifics. So again, I was really just going for what are the basic things that this character is going to need, and then how can I really make character out of that. So that's why we went with the decor that we did of like the space stuff, because I think that looks kind of spacey and cool, of the herbs, which would be natural in any sort of magical workspace. So yeah, and we grabbed a divider too in order to separate those two spaces so that I don't know about you, but I've been working from home for several months now due to this COVID pandemic. And if I had had a more differentiated space from my workspace and my living space, my bed space, I think it wouldn't have been making such a toll on like my mental health. Oh, hey, yeah, by the way, I hid some magical books around the house. So if you download this house, you might find some magical books that are plenty awesome. Oh, did I put 2 chests in here? I definitely think I put 2 chests in here. Okay. Oh, so this wallpaper. Oh, I did grab... Oh, no, I didn't grab those. That's too bad. This is where I remembered that, oh yeah, I can't use dye now. I like this wallpaper. I think it was one of the... It has an eco rating, which seems so strange to me, but I thought it fit really well with a more classic kind of... I was really going for, I don't want to say like Victorian pagan witch or anything, because I definitely had a more like modern, I don't want to say civilized, but Western feel to it. So I don't know, like I imagine a kind John Constantine. I imagine like someone who isn't obsessed with fighting demons and being in a word I can't say because I want this channel to be family friendly. Just someone who's modern enough and knows where technology is at, but also like, hey, yeah, also I happen to be magical too, and these are my magical things. I mentioned that I hid some books in here. I did also give a wand in there, and there's a broom in there, so you don't actually have to end up going to the magical realm in order to get those things. But not only that, I also planted a bunch of plants, including some mandrake and some valerian. So you've already got some beginnings of your playtime here. And when Ronnie was playing with that, he told me that he had to put the items in his inventory and then put them back out on the ground. So just as an FYI, you might have to do that. Oh yeah, and I threw in a portal to the magical realm. Now, if you place your house in Glimmerbrook, you're already basically gonna be there. But if you don't, you're gonna now have a way in that should be a little bit easier. Because, I don't know about you, but I don't like that my Glimmerstone has to recharge, and I don't want to walk all the way out to the magical realm again. And because I'm really bad at the YouTube thing, I also needed to make sure that I took time to say, please like the video, subscribe. If you're going to subscribe, make sure you hit the bell for notifications. Now, I'm not good about asking for those, and I apologize largely because when I was filming my Let's Plays, I did not film them in a way such that the editing and self-promotion would be easy to do. But here is my self-promotion during editing. I'd super appreciate if you did that. If not, like I mentioned before, I've got a Twitter as well. You could also follow me there, see more of my updates, communicate. We'll have a good time, and hopefully I'll be able to convince you to subscribe. All right, it has been a pleasure, and this is uploaded in the gallery now. Origin ID Lady Alpha 001. You guys have a great day. I'll catch you on the flip side.